Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a
Notice how quickly the judge moves through these questions. This isn't small talk. Every single yes locks the defendant into waiving critical rights. Imagine being on the hot seat and having your future decided in a series of yes or no answers.
$1,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
It is, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
Any such questions? Any such questions?
No, Your Honor.
Here's a key moment. Plea bargains aren't binding on the judge. Even if the defendant thinks they're getting a lighter deal, the court can still impose a harsher sentence. Would you take that risk or roll the dice with a jury?
Thank you. Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Jeremy Fierce, Fearce, Juan Mello, Mello, Anthony Koschansky, Kochanski. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to
Yes, ma'am.
abide by those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And to the enhancement allegation, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State any evidence to support the plea?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments. No objections, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. The court will find the enhancement.
Listen closely, community supervision isn't just probation. It comes with strings attached, evaluations, community service, and strict no-contact orders. Slip up once, and the defendant could lose everything.
True, based upon your plea of true in States Exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
2 things, Your Honor. One, may I present this folder with a few
Yes.
letters? And I have 2 individuals here. But before I ask them to come up, I have been touched by Mr. Blinko, not by him personally as much as by the support that he has here. He had 6 people here. One has had to leave.
Mhm.
And you have many of the pieces of correspondence that basically cite him as a success story. This gentleman was a homeless gentleman before. Once he got through this cycle, he's become a volunteer, an amazing volunteer, to the extent that he had 6 people here in court all morning waiting to share with me and with you, Your Honor, and with him. It's been very emotional for him. But they're amazing. And 2 of them would like to share just a couple of comments.
Okay, and he's still at the Pay It Forward?
I'm sorry?
Is he still at the Pay It? Are you still at Pay It Forward?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And I understand that all of this started with allegations that the victims were selling drugs
Correct.
underneath the bridge. So I'm aware of all of these programs. So this truly is a success story. And I understand that there are issues that happen. I mean, next time you just got to call the police. You understand?
Yes.
All right. So who would you like to bring forward?
Brittany and Valerie.
Sure. Hello.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Brittany Ackerson. I am the Assistant Director of Courtroom San Antonio and have been working with Mr. Thomas Blinko for years. If you don't mind, I wrote some notes down.
No.
Okay. We've worked with him for a very long time, and he's done a lot for this community. So this is just a couple that I could pull off the top of my head.
Okay.
First of all, how he got arrested was he got his birth certificate and he was really excited. He's never had a Texas ID before. So
And now, the courtroom tone shifts. What was once about criminal charges suddenly turns into a redemption story. The defense is pulling out letters and live testimony to show the judge this man is more than his rap sheet. Do you think personal support like this should influence sentencing?
in doing the ID recovery process, found out he had the warrant, and then waited outside for PD. When PD showed up, they knew who he was, and the police officer tried to go talk to the magistrate judge, but wasn't able to do that. So Mr. Blanco was living under the bridge for quite some time, and ran the bridge for quite some time. He got into inpatient treatment on his own volition. He came to us, said, I need to go to detox. I need to go to treatment. And I said, we like to test people. If they really want it, they're going to show up. So I told Blanco, show up tomorrow. And he did. And I took him to detox and treatment. He graduated treatment. He went into outpatient treatment on his own. He goes to AA meetings throughout the city of San Antonio and leads them. He shows up at Corazon and Cam literally every day to give back to his peers that he lived with on the streets. He's trained police cadets in homelessness, which I'm sure Val will speak more about. He shows up as a father to his children, his actual children, and his children out in the street as well. He's reconnected with family for the first time in years. He's encouraged people to seek treatment throughout the city. So this is where I'm going to try not to get emotional, but I will. So not only does he show up for his fellow peers homeless, that I appreciate you. My eyes are leaking. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
So not only does he show up for his peers out on the street and direct them in changing their life, he knows the severity of what we do working with the unsheltered population, and that we're surrounded with death more so than life. So as we are helping people, he comes in and supports us as well. He truly is a success story and a model in this community. And I'm really proud of him. That's all I have. Thank you
All right.
so
Thank
much.
you so much for coming down and show support. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Valerie Salas. I'm the Director of Homeless Services at Christian Assistance Ministry. I'm also a person with lived
I'll
experience.
slow down a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. Don't be nervous.
I'm very nervous.
I think I may have met you before, but okay.
Probably I'm a person with lived experience as well.
Yes.
I've been sober, clean and sober for 9 years. I'm also the board chair president of the Lived Experience Advisory Board under Sarah, which is South Alamo Regional Alliance of the Homeless. And I met Thomas in 2017, and I just want to say his transformation is
Powerful point here. Recovery isn't about talk, it's about action. The witnesses are showing that this defendant is already doing the work, leading AA groups, mentoring others, and even training police cadets. That's not just rehabilitation, that's leadership.
we're in recovery, we're a program of action, not promotion. And he's wholeheartedly stepped into that. I've sat in with him, not just from I used to case manage him, but it grew into something more, where we needed him and the areas we needed him in is his story and testimony of the way he lives his life now. We partner really closely with SAPD. We started a cadet program with them where we actually train the cadets before they hit the streets to understand what it is to serve the homeless, because many of the calls will be on the homeless. He's the first person we pulled in and testify and share his story with them, and he does those with us. He shows up every day to our campus to serve. I've sat in with AA meetings with him when he gets his sobriety chips and see the light that goes off when that happens. I'm sorry.
No problem.
But I personally, as a person with lived experience and a person who runs a campus that helps a lot of people, we need that light to show others that recovery is possible and that a second chance of life is possible. And Tomas is a living and breathing example of that. So
Right.
That's really all I have.
Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for coming. So here's the number one question. he's probably not going to be released from the Bear County Jail till 1 a.m. So is there going to be somebody available to pick him up? Okay, so everybody said they'll pick you up. All right. I appreciate the fact that we're back on the record. I appreciate the fact that you actually found out you had a warrant, turn yourself in. Most people who are not in recovery, they try to dodge things instead of saying, this is a problem, this is an issue, I'm going to face it head on. So I appreciate that. And the testimony that they've given to you reminds me of when I go to drug court graduations or graduations from treatment and see the changes in people. So I really appreciate that. All right. But next time, call police. Don't confront anybody. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever consideration you can make on the agreement based on those comments, we'd appreciate, Your Honor.
All right. So this is what the court will do. Court is finding you guilty. As previously stated, the enhancement, true. Court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 3 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. 200 hours.
Enter, this is one of those rare court moments where the judge steps out of the robotic legal role and shows humanity. Comparing it to drug court graduations, the judge acknowledges change is real and that sometimes people deserve a second chance.
Hours of community service restitution, probation. The community work that he does, once you get information about what he's doing in the community, you can count that towards his community service hours. And are you going to be staying at Pay It Forward? All right. So I'm going to put out here you to reside at Pay It Forward. Once they do their transitioning, which I know they do, just keep in contact with probation.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs and probation. Some of the programs that he's involved in, they do the UAs. So if you all want to coordinate with them on that, you can. And it's the same thing with field visits. I'm going to order field visits 4 times over the span of his length of probation. There's to be no contact. I don't know how he does the no contact if these persons are homeless.
One person is incarcerated, Your Honor, and the other is also on probation. But you're right, we'll waive that if that makes it easier.
All right, so we'll waive the no contact, but you know who the parties are. Hopefully, do not have any contact with them. If you see anything suspicious, then you'll just need to call the police. You understand? And he's to continue with his current treatment plan. And that includes the sober support meetings that he does.
The AA meeting.
Yes, they call them sober support meetings here, but they're the same thing.
Yes.
All right, and there's to be proof of employment within 60 days of release. There's to be.
Judge, he's on SSI and primarily volunteering his
Yeah.
time.
All right, so you'll need to provide then proof of employment or either SSI within 60 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else? No, Your Honor. Is there anything else you need from the court? All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. I'm going to return this to you so that he can have it. And great work. I'm glad that you have changed your life.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I will. Oh, okay, I will. And you all, thank you.